I made Aliyah in the summer of 2014 from the UK. A difficult summer started with hostage taking and the murder of hostages, a war that saw rockets on the home front, a wave of anti-Semitism around the world. And when I finished my master's degree at Cambridge, I said, I want to play my part and take my share of the burden. So I got on a plane on the last day of the war to enlist straight in the army. It's been 10 years since I made Aliyah from the UK. First I served in the army and then I went straight into media. I was the chief news anchor for IBA News, from there I24 News, and then I was very excited and privileged to work for President Herzog in the first 2 years of his term as his international media advisor. When the October 7th war started and everyone in Israeli society asked, how can I help us win this war and bring the hostages home? For me, it was obvious that I had to use my communication skills and to be on the front lines of that media war, defending the state of Israel in our darkest hour. I started giving interviews from my living room as a private citizen, and in a very surreal twist of events, found myself within a week behind a lectern that said Prime Minister's Office on it, giving interviews as an official government spokesman. After that, I decided to set up my own non-profit to continue the media war from civil society. It's the Israeli Citizen Spokesperson's Office. This is an operation driven by Anglo-Olim from the UK, from the US, from Canada, especially from Australia, who all understand the importance of us as English speakers using our voices to speak up for Israel and the Jewish people. My social media has exploded since the beginning of the October 7th war. Social media is a platform that gives me a voice independently of the traditional media. If I want to get the message out to a broad audience, I don't need to get invited on television. And so as I'm giving interviews and making the case for Israel, I'm also learning how to create funny and entertaining content as well, and to learn how to adapt every message for the right audience in a way that will grab people's attention and make them want to continue listening. Obviously, it's a huge privilege to be awarded the Sylvan Nefesh Bonei Prize. Anglo immigrants have played an outsized role in Binyan Zion, in building the land of Israel since Mandate times. Young Olim need to know people are creative, people are flexible, and if you have enough drive and enough skill, you will find your place and be able to push yourself into the right places where you can get ahead and thrive and flourish.